I've been training myself and disciplining myself to stay in a creative, active, just living pattern for the past 5 months. And I come to realize that there's a certain level of elegance that's required in between movement, silence, and patience. Because as I'm getting to the songs that I wanted to get to further production with, dealing with listening to the same tracks over and over again, the sonic violation in my ear, in my mind, was so intense that forced me to have to take breaks in between. If only I can take that time and space and pauses to sit back and let it rest. When I come back to it, I can hear more clearly. Whilst when I don't, I sometimes get lost in what I'm doing. I don't hear what I'm hearing anymore. Like I hear nothing. Everything just sounds terrible to my ears. But whenever I take a little break and then I come back later, I realize that I have accomplished certain bars already. It's pretty refined. I just have to be patient with each section that I needed to get done and just take it, one bar at a time. But when I wasn't able to see that clearly, I was just so focused on wanting to finish this track fast. I just completely got lost into the whole process where I supposed to be enjoy shaping the sounds. And as I allow myself taking breaks, trying not to feel guilty, feel like I am not doing enough. When I'm able to understand that I do need that break, I do need that pause, I do need that space of silence to rest and to reflect later, then I am being able to do more. And it reminds me of how sometimes we just need to stop feeling guilty about needing to taking a break from work, from relationships, from everything. Sometimes we just need that space to clean out all the anxiousness or the needing certain results that we want, and just unwind and be okay in that. When I rest, I should completely just rest, just watch a movie, watch a podcast, reset, reboot everything that was in my ears, in my mind, in my systems, in my perceptions of things, and just let it go free for a while and come back and visit it. It just always give you new perspective and approach to things, to relationships, to dealing with this thing that you are facing. You will have a whole new perspective. I think sometimes we get caught up in our own wants and needs, and we stop respecting the space of those breaks that we actually needed as a human beings. And I think I want to learn to feel less guilty or lacking of anything just because I needed a rest. I want to stop feeling guilty when I'm resting. I don't think that's a healthy behavior to adapt. It just furthermore reflect on my lack of confidence if I do that. So I don't want to let my energy go that way. I want to learn to feel at least no matter what I do. So throughout the process, I can actually get really connected with the purpose of doing all this, which is to enjoy it, which is to enjoy the process, but also still living a life that I don't miss out on the things that are supposed to be seeing, feeling, and reflecting. I think I wanted to learn to have the elegance in between movement and silence. I want to learn more about how to have the perfect balance. Maybe never going to be perfect. I just want to have a fair balance in between my output and input. I think that's pretty crucial to really enjoy whatever the journey you choose to, put yourself on. That's the only way you can really have a joyful one. And that's something I'm slowly teaching myself about. And I think that's very important for any creatives in mind that wanted to achieve their goals. So I think it is true as a creative, if you really want to have something meaningful to say, you do need to take those pauses to rest, to reboot, and to reflect, and to refine on all your expressions. And most importantly, do not miss out the things that still matters in your life. You need to live. You need to still, get frustrated, get to feel proud of what you do every single day in order to have something to say. Having that confidence and respect to everything that you still need to experience, and just to be patient. Be patient with the process and the time that you need to get to where you wanted to be. It's really quite important to keep you going in any creative journey. So I think, yes, life is a constant movement that we cannot get to a lot of access without just go and just live. But there's also very importance where we can be in harmony with the time and space that we need to be quiet, having that space to listen to our own reflection, and then, refine our steps while keep moving forward. I think life mostly is about finding that fair balance for yourself in between movement and those silence moments that you needed for yourself. And that's okay, Yeah, I think I just want to learn to be okay with needing that silence in my life. Even though now I know what I wanted to go, I want to still give myself that permission. So I will keep pushing myself to treat my creativity with discipline and regular schedule. But at the same time, I want to learn to have more respect and acceptance of the time and space that I need to rest, to step out, and to have a better reflections of everything as much as I needed. I think that's the best way in the end to communicate what you wanted to say using any creative outlets. And I am very looking forward to finish the first song I'm going to finish soon and get into shooting the visual for it. Everything is brand new for me at this point because I haven't been doing any visual and music production for a while. But the learning curve was very interesting and challenging. I think it's always good to change things up, if you are just constantly writing, constantly having conversations, it's good sometimes to change your output, change the expressions for you to get new perspective on what you wanted to say, what you wanted to share. So I am very, very excited about finish this first song I'm going to put out, hopefully soon. And that's about it for this week. I will see you